brought to you by Sprint.
The NBA season is rolling right along. Let's look back at the first half. The Clippers in a hard-fought game against Charlotte. They'd like a chance to move up in the conference standings right now, sitting 7th. Paul George just having his way against the defense of the Hornets. He's got 18 points, and his two-way play has been good. Very active on the defensive side of the floor, bothering shots and bringing that energy all over the court. On the other side, the Hornets also putting up big numbers. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. The first half performance from Bismack Biyombo, just terrific. He's got 9 points and is always looking to go to work on the boards. Checking out some of the games still in progress. For the Warriors, a tight battle against San Antonio. About midway through the third out there. Now let's check out what's going to be coming up later on. It'll be the Bulls out at United Center against the Thunder. That one gets started at 8 Eastern. And that's all there is for me here in the studio. Time to send you back to my friend Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given to the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul George.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George in at shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Graham. After the made shot from Jackson. Hayward, he's covered by Leonard. For a loser. And Jackson with the block. Now the Clippers moving it up. And stolen by Graham. And they're on the break. Hayward with the lead pass. He feeds it to Graham. For a loser. And another three for Charlotte.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assist.
Nice shot by George.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And the Hornets with possession here. For a loser. And Zeller kicks to Biyombo. Rejected by Cousins. 3-on-3. Left side, George. Cut the bucket. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
He kicks to Graham. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Biyombo. Here's Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. He dishes it to Hayward. Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson drives in. The 3 from George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 26 points for Paul George.
They've been splashing home those 3s since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Hayward with the ball. He's covered by Leonard. And yes, sir, that one drops. 23 points in the game. Los Angeles calls timeout. And we've got a moment to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Look at Philadelphia. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Charlotte, 6.5 games behind them. Batum attacking. Here's Cousins. No good. Excellent D there from Biyombo. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Hayward off the pick from Zeller. Here's Graham. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Leonard, no luck.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Outside, George. Backs in the 15-footer. And then Cousins with the dunk.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Hornets trail by 3. Rozier, guarded by Jackson. Rozier. They get him again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the Hornets making a change here. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Now, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, and really sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Now here is Martin. After the miss from Ball. Outside, Martin. From the arc. Biombo kicks to Zeller. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Zeller's got 8 points. It's George on the wing. He's got 26. Offline with the baseline jumper.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Pass the ball. Puts it up. There's the block. Batum attacking. Leonard. Cousins, the pass to George. And good on the basket. Book it. George has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Wanamaker. From outside, off the mark.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
George working against Martin. The 10-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Leonard attacking. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Leonard's got 11 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
Well, this is a very intense group. You know, those steals haven't come by accident. They've gotten them through the effort they're willing to expend on that aspect of the game.
Right on. I mean, they're lockdown defenders, all of them. As gritty a group of guys as you can have on the perimeter.
Here's Ball, and that one's good. 6 points for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
And Cousins kicks to George. From outside the arc. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. 14 points for Kawhi Leonard.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the... Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
And that one's good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Passes it the ball. From beyond the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his third rebound on the night. He passes it to Cousins. Outside Leonard. Backs him down. Fades away. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Hornets making a change here.
Number 7.
Here's George. Cans the 12-footer. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And the rejection by Cousins. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Leonard. Batum, a screen on Martin. George has a two-pointer. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
The NBA season pushes on. The Philadelphia 76ers go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Coming your way next Monday.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Los Angeles leading by 11. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. Cody Zeller out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Martin in at the 3.
Well, his shot blocking is always a factor, guys. That presence around the rim defensively just changes the whole picture strategically.
And, you know, the thing he might do better than anything else, guys, is bang the offensive glass. I mean, he really works hard at that.
Hornets trail by 13. The pass to Ball. And George with the block. And Beverly kicks to George. Tries from 10. Misses off the left iron. The Hornets shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Pass to Ball. Number 7. Off target from outside. Clippers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And George, here we go. Here's Knarr. Drains the three-point. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
He has not been on his game, and, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
The baseline J off the mark. Hornets trail by 16. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Martin attacking. The 3. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And there's Paul George on the assist from Ibaka. That's now 32 points for Paul George. And the Hornets call time here.
Well, they were getting run ragged out there. Good time for a timeout. Maybe it was even too late, but this club has to regroup now.
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, and they definitely needed to take a minute to talk things over.
Martin's checked in for Charlotte. And Zeller gets to Biyombo. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Beverly, covered by Martin. The shot by George, no good. Hornets trail by 18. They set the pick. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Los Angeles calls timeout. Gordon Hayward stepped in for Charlotte. Los Angeles leading by 18. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Feeds it to Martin. Fires from deep. That's good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Here's Knar. And that one goes long. Deflects the pass. Hornets trail by 17. It's Martin on the wing. Passes it to Ball. And the three off target.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
And then George with the jam. And we may have an injury here. That was not the good.
So tough to see a player go down with an injury like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. It's just one of those things, though. You've seen it happen before as well. And you can tell, whatever it is painful for him.
Charlotte making a switch here. Graham's checked in. Zeller. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Outside for George. Knar. Graham defending. Back to George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he lays it up and in. Clippers leading by 15. It's George on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 37.
They're starting to give him a little too much space here in the second half. That's his third three-pointer since the break.
Here's Ball. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
No one covered. George has got 40 points.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Here's Graham. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Zeller.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And George, here we go. He's feeling it. Again, Los Angeles.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Hayward kicks to Graham. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Here's Beverly. The dish to George. He's against Martin. Fade away. And Paul George again. George has got 44.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hayward passes to Zeller. The feed to Hayward. Rozier for three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. And George, here we go. Lets the three fly. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, when the double team's in place, it really spreads the floor offensively.
They set the pick. Rozier. The shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Patterson backs down. George with the ball. Now guarded by Graham. Patterson dishes to George. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one from George. He's got 44 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is raining down the threes, guys. You know how much I love to see this.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Outside, Martin. Number 7, defended by Beverly. Carey, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Dishes it to George. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Martin. That's blocked. Outside, George. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
1:02 left here in the fourth quarter. Number 7. The rebound by Patterson.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And George gets to Patterson. No good on the 3. And the Hornets shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Gets the bucket.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Ibaka sets the pick for George. From deep three-point range. Hornets with the rebound.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
Great open look there. There's 14 seconds left in the game. So the Clippers win this one easily.